Hey, thanks for coming back. I love you. This is Wynonna Judd, Between Hell and Hallelujah. Yeah, it's on Paramount Plus. It has audio description, and if you like seeing somebody review the most random movies in the world, you're on the right channel. So click that subscribe button. I'm a blind film critic, so I review films that have audio description. This has audio description, as I mentioned. Sort of. I mean, it does. It technically does. I just wish with documentaries that we could do the thing with talking heads where we actually say who's talking. I feel like that would be just so nice. It's just so nice. There are scenes in this where, at least, especially towards the beginning, where like other country music folk are talking about the wonders of Wynonna and how blessed they were to participate in her event. That I had no idea who they were. I mean, later on it becomes a little bit more obvious because they start sort of pulling them out one by one, but I still don't know that I heard everybody. I think there was like a cursory reference once to Martina McBride. I was like, I don't think she was really featured, but there's something where they said something about Martina being on stage, and I was like, well, the only Martina in country I know is Martina McBride, so I guess she's in this. I don't know. But this is basically Wynonna exploring her emotions and fears and trepidations about doing the tour that she was supposed to do with her mom, and still going forward with the Judds and her husband, who I'm obsessed with because his name is Cactus. And I don't even care if that's his real name or if that's just like the name everybody calls him. I just love that it's Cactus because I don't know why it's Cactus. That's what I love about it. I'm just like, his name's Cactus? Is he prickly? Is that why he was named Cactus? I don't know. I'm obsessed though. I love it. So Cactus convinced her that all she had to do was just accept that the country music industry loved her and idolized her and would be there for her if she just asked, if she just said, hey, what's up? So that's kind of what she does. She said, hey, I don't want to do this alone. And a bunch of country music superstars kind of all fall out of the woodwork and go on tour with her, and they do this Judd's tour, and we see everybody from, like Faith Hill comes in. I already mentioned Martina McBride. Just a bunch of different. Kelsey Ballerini was listed, I noticed, because I had to IMDb this to make sure I got the title right, because I couldn't remember if it was From Hell to Hallelujah or From Hell to Hallelujah or something like that. But it's From Hell and Hallelujah, something like that. Anyway, I forgot it already. Just Hell and Hallelujah are in there. That's all I know. I think it's From Hell and Hallelujah. But I saw Kelsey Ballerini was first billed, which was hilarious, because I'm like, this is clearly a Wynonna Judd film. Why does Kelsey Ballerini have first billing in this film? But anyway, it's a good film. I liked it. It does explore Wynonna's emotions about how she felt. She's really honest about how she feels coming out of her mother's suicide, and there's a lot of exploration about the relationship between Wynonna and Naomi, but it's not overdone. That is not the focus of this. The focus of this is the tour. The focus of this is not to rehash the suicide. The focus of this is not to try to have a whole bunch of people making guesses as to why Naomi did what she did. She has to mention it. She can't, at this, stage, obviously she can't just not talk about it, because it's obviously something that is on her mind a lot. So it is referenced. She talks specifically about the day and how she felt on that day and what she wishes she had it done differently. That all that stuff is sort of interwoven while they're going from city to city. I learned more things about Wynonna Judd than I ever thought I would know in my life. I actually think, and this is, you can take this and put it in your pipe and smoke it, but I actually think she's on The Masked Singer right now. I actually think she is Medusa. That is my official Masked Singer suggestion. A lot of clues have been thrown Medusa's way, and I realized after watching this film and listening to more of Wynonna's, there's a lot of singing in here. If you're a Wynonna Judd fan, a lot of singing in here. This film is almost a concert film. It comes really close to qualifying as a concert film. And after listening to her voice and then listening to Medusa's voice, I was like, that kind of sounds a lot like Wynonna, what I just heard a little bit. I could see it. I could see her trying really hard to not have a country twang, to hide that from people and just be on the show. Her Medusa referenced that she had been through a tragedy, and there was a clue that came out that for Medusa that said mom, and she said that there was nothing more important than being a mother. And I can't shake the fact that the clues just line up to Wynonna. Yeah, so I think she's on The Masked Singer, but that's a sidebar. Anyway, this is fine. You'll like this, especially if you're a fan already of Wynonna Judd, and it's kind of cool to see country music come out for her and support her and give her the love that she needs. And the support, and she has a husband named Cactus. I mean, how do you beat that? You can't. The only thing that I didn't really like about the film was the audio description. I hate it when I don't know who's talking. I hate it when, especially towards the beginning of the film, we have, all of these other people coming in, all these other country music icons who are talking about what Wynonna means to them, how willing they were to jump on the tour, whatever. I don't know who any of them are, because it does not tell me as a blind viewer who is talking. I'm sure if I could see, I would recognize them. I remember what Faith Hill looks like. I'm sure if I saw her, I would have been like, oh, that's Faith Hill. But that's the kind of thing that sighted people, when I could see, I just took it for granted. Now that I can't, I'm like, I don't know who that is. If you think I memorized all of their speaking voices, you crazy. There's no way. I don't even think fans know their actual speaking voices. I think their singing voices, but you're telling me blindfolded that you could pick out their speaking voice? I think a mega fan maybe probably could, but I don't think a cursory, somebody who's like, yeah, I listen to her. All right, well, what does this sound like to you? I don't know. I don't know. So, it's a nice film. It has a nice sentiment to it. It's not selling anything out. It's not trying to, it's not doing anything tawdry with Naomi's suicide. It's not doing any of that. It's very focused on Wynonna, and if you like Wynonna Judd, you'll love this movie. Audio description could have been a little bit better, but for the most part, I really like this film. I'm gonna give Wynonna Judd From Hell to Hallelujah, from hell to Hallelujah, A minus. I really need to learn the title of this film. I just want to from hell to hallelujah, an A minus. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. This is probably why I lose subscribers. It's because I don't do shit like that. I don't actually. But I think that's what makes me entertaining. I don't know. I think there's so many like overly edited, and those are the ones that I don't really watch that much. I like the guys who I feel like are more real. So I give you what I like, and those are the people who feel like they're doing it a little bit more on the fly, and they don't overly edit their videos and chop the shit out of them. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. You can also visit me on MacTheMovieGuy.com. You can go to Instagram or Twitter and follow me at MacTheMovieGuy. You can go to the audio description project, adp.acb.org, and it'll let you know what has audio description and where you can watch it. And you can go to the ADNA.org. That's the ADNA.org. It'll let you know who's narrating your favorite films and television shows. That's it. I will review something else for you guys that I'm sure will have a less complicated name for me to remember. And see you on the other side.